Tarrant County election officials are now encouraging voters to double check their selections as we head into the third day of early voting here in Texas.
Yeah, this comes after one voter claimed that there was an issue with a voting machine. Trevor Sahaki is in studio to kind of explain the situation and what happened. We know that this stemmed actually from a viral video.
Yeah, Madison and Carmen, this stems from a now viral video posted online of a voter saying a machine switched his vote. However, Tarrant County election officials said votes are not being switched by the system. They believe the mix-up was just the voter accidentally picking the wrong candidate they wanted. Here's that video of Tarrant County voter James Carpenter, who was voting at a white settlement location. While many of the other voters there we spoke with said they didn't have any issues, Carpenter claimed the voting machine switched his presidential pick.
I was not happy. I went to talk to the lady that was controlling the polling place. She said, well, all I can do is give you another ballot.
On X, the Tarrant County Elections Administrator said that out of the more than 100,000 people who voted early, only one found their printed ballot didn't reflect their choice for president. They said votes are not being switched by machines, and it was an accident by the voter, even though he claims otherwise.
This is not uncommon, and there's a practice in place called spoiling the ballot to handle this. The individual notified the lead clerk that they needed to spoil their ballot, and he was issued a new ballot and able to vote.
There was also a printing error on the ballots for the Office of Presiding Judge, Court of Criminal Appeals. It was labeled as Railroad Commissioner. Election officials said the typo will not affect the results of the race. All of these issues have been reported to the Texas Secretary of State. Carmen?
Trevor, with worries of ballot mistakes, if there's anything that voters need to know when it comes to their rights, what should they know?
Yeah, so the Secretary of State says that you do have the right to get up to 2 more ballots if you make a mistake. You also have the right to cast a provisional ballot if your name is not on the list of registered voters. And you have the right to file a complaint of potential violations of federal and state voting procedures. You can do that at your local elections office or at votetexas.gov.
Now, Trevor, we know this is a story that we're not only following on the reporter angle, but from our assignment desk as well. Ashley Moss, you're tracking this story as well. So what are you seeing as far as election security in DFW?
Well, it's interesting. We were checking back all over the area. We were looking at long wait times because of a glitch in Dallas County. We're checking in with Denton and Collin. But we also went and looked back at Tarrant County, and Judge Tim O'Hare took to social media to kind of assuage the people, let them know you can have confidence voting in Tarrant County. But this comes exactly a week after he also took to social media to highlight 16 changes the county was undertaking to ensure voter integrity, accountability, and transparency, including enhanced training for election officials and a task force to investigate potential issues, along with a hotline for voting. But here's why it matters, not only in Tarrant County, but all across the area. Preliminary data that we may have told you about before about the Texas Secretary of State shows that 4.5% of registered voters took to the polls on Monday. And that number so far exceeds 2023, which means this could be a significant period for voting all across North Texas, and what we are going to continue to call an unprecedented election for sure. So we're continuing to track those issues and so much more. And as always, we're going to bring you the latest information right here from the desk.